With the industry growing and changing, there's a real need for our clinics to be more efficient in what they do. They see more and more patients every single day. So Cochlear has worked on a whole suite of products, including things like mycochlear.com, Cochlear Link, and other online tools that really allow them to be more efficient in servicing the growing patient base that they have.
Well, Cochlear Link is a new opportunity to partner with the clinic so that we can both provide a great experience for our recipients and getting them into sound as quick as possible.
I love Cochlear Link. Cochlear Link, I'm not going to be technical on it, but there's a cloud up there and it allows all of our maps, all of our software to be saved in the cloud so that Cochlear has access to it.
We would have to manually write out the patient's name, their address, their telephone number, which side they received the implant on, and mail it to Cochlear. And it would take a couple of weeks, sometimes a week, sometimes longer, before it got entered into the database at Cochlear. When the card went away and we could just enter it in the portal, we would have to take 10 to 15 minutes of every activation, manually entering the serial numbers of their primary, their secondary, the remote, and making sure that all of the accessories got registered. So the way the process works now, when I connect their processor to the cable, everything is registered automatically. And that saves me 10 to 15 minutes of every activation, where I can spend my time counseling the patient, helping them get used to the sound, teaching them about accessories. I can use that time for meaningful things that aren't paperwork. Over just the first 6 months we used Cochlear Link, it saved me 60 hours. That's a lot of time. That's non-billable. That's not helpful to the patient. One of the most amazing things about Cochlear Link has been how much time it saves the patient. I believe that the average time it takes a clinic to respond to a CDX request is several days. Patients can now get that immediately. It's accessed through the cloud and the processor is sent out to them, oftentimes the very day they call Cochlear. That's awesome. That really, truly is awesome.
So for clinicians, it's also great because we don't have to bother them with our requests for programs, and they can focus on the recipients in their clinic. And so they can focus on the needs that they have and not going back and forth with us of trying to get a program to us so that we can program it and send it to the recipient.
There's multiple benefits to our patient. The immediate benefit is the patient then receives a replacement processor with their maps already loaded on it in probably 1 to 2 days less than they used to. So what that also does for us in the clinic, because we don't have to spend the time downloading maps and sending them to you, that's time that we now have to spend with our patients.
So as a operations manager, I measure my team on what percentage of devices go out the same day that we can program and send out again. So I love Cochlear Link for this purpose because we can get the request for a program, go in, grab the program, put it on a processor, and send it out same day.
It doesn't sound like much, but when you have as many patients, as many recipients as we do, it really adds up. It not only is easier for us and time saver, it actually gets replacement equipment to our patients quicker.
Cochlear Link is the kind of thing that you don't really appreciate until you think back to how it used to be, until you experience the freedom and the time savings and the cost savings that it provides you with. You don't really appreciate it. So I would have to say that on a very personal note, Cochlear Link saved our clinic over the last year tremendously. If another audiologist asked me what I thought of Cochlear Link, I would tell them, try it for a week and you'll never go back. You'll never want to do it the way you used to do it.